yourself. Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Spare the sympathies. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Hoping that somebody pray for me, and I'm praying that somebody hope for me. I'm staying when nobody wants to be proposed this. The unbreaking emotions, ready to go whenever you know the road is on top of the pillow to the floor. The enemies on the trail, man, it's not available. I'm a little mind, so nobody go. Hey, what a plot, I'm a drop to the top of an ass. Not a box of an ass, all the plans, fuck the plan, I'm ratchet, fuck the dance, stop beating mad, I'm over to the head and that. I'm not a fuck, you can have it, something I'm a situation, kind of shocking, they wanna stand with position. I'm on a man to go to back, I ain't talking second back and back it up all better, better, better. Who the baddest, it don't matter, cause we everybody wants to be my enemy. Spare the sympathy.
2023 is behind us. We now usher in a new year dedicated to violence. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am the one and only voice of VRW commentary. This is Quantissimo. Happy New Year and welcome to the first episode of the new year of VRW Warzone. And it looks like we are kicking this show off with the Undisputed.
Gentlemen, please welcome Toy Suplex, the Undisputed Elite.
I'm not surprised in the slightest bit. The Undisputed Elite coming up and undoubtedly have a lot on their minds, especially after what they did last week at the end of our main event of the Tag Team Championship match. They came out to attack Absolution, and Melissa Barrett even came to chime in and assist. The Ruby Rebel had the whole thing scouted and planned to succession, and it would be the Undisputed Elite, Tori Doyle Suplex, and Ruby Rebel locking in submissions on all three of what they would call victims. Maggie Morgan and Dallas Cole had just got done defending their tag team championships unsuccessfully and losing them to the Atomic Blondes. But of course the Undisputed Elite did not care in the slightest. They took advantage of that scenario, and now they are here to speak on it. ourselves a war on two fronts. American Terror and the Undisputed Elite are going to turn VRW and drop it on its head. Well, ladies and gentlemen, speaking about the war, let's talk about what happened to Benaya last week as he was about to answer the open challenge of Cam Hardy. He was attacked by KJ Hunter. We're expected to hear from both parties here tonight about why these two got into a brawl, and we're going to keep things lively when it comes to our tag team division. Last week we had banger tag team matches. Tonight, Worthless Intent appears to see what all the hubbub is about in the tag team division. And then our main event just came about, a bet from last week that was made off of the teams of Andy Jaded, JVD, Diana Cruz, and Ava Quetzali. Tonight it's Ivy Lopez and Cora Lee one-on-one for the first time in a Warzone.
I told my friends, I don't agree. The things you say, they wear me down slowly. It's in my head, it's positive. I need to know where you got this feeling. I see you look.
The following contest is scheduled for one from Jesse Frank from Brooklyn, New York, Torres.
Well, after last week, it is very clear that the words of American Terror have not gone unnoticed. The new faces of VRW are seriously starting to get underneath of the skin of our VRW originals. Colin Torres is no exception to that fact, especially how he goaded this opening matchup. He got in the face of Austyn Storm, basically downplaying his successes, and Austyn Storm very much knows that he is being baited into this match, but there's no fear in the former world champion.
And his opponent,
Austyn Storm is bold, not only coming down the ramp with the championship belt representation at the Plan for Gold. The man's coming down with the briefcase in tow as well. Ladies and gentlemen, taking you back to what happened back in October at VRW Tenfold. The final two came down to Austyn Storm and Colin Torres, and obviously the man holding the Plan for Gold, Austyn Storm, has power in the palm of his hands, wrapped tightly around his waist. At any point in time, this man can cash in for a championship opportunity of his own choosing. Austyn Storm, an original member of the VRW roster, some of the new warmongers and warmaids would call people like him a day oneer. Well, day oneer are not Austyn Storm, ready to take on Colin Torres, first time ever, one-on-one, and this would be a huge opportunity for Colin Torres if he's able to knock off not just a former world champion, but a former king of the Warzone as well. Austyn Storm, the winner of the previous On the Throne tournament, but lost his throne to Jason Thomas. More on that story as the night goes on. But for now, let's focus on Austyn Storm, who is now having to beat some respect into Colin Torres, while Colin Torres is trying to gain himself some clout here in the VRW locker room off the deep arm drag, going for a quick cover, all ready for Colin Torres to possibly knock off Austyn Storm, but it is not going to happen that quickly, especially for Austyn Storm. The accolades under his belt, former television champion, former world champion, king of the Warzone. Colin Torres picked a crazy fight for his in-ring debut in the Warzone. Austyn Storm misses wildly with that forearm. Colin Torres calling elbow tie, but Austyn Storm tossing Torres over the top rope, hanging on for dear life. Stiff forearm strike connected that time, and Austyn Storm up the DDT on the apron. Like I said, a crazy first match in the Warzone for Colin Torres that he asked for. And this is the veteran at work here, Austyn Storm, who has been a part of the E-Fed circuit for a very, very long time, found his home here in the Warzone, has been performing exponentially ever since. And Austyn Storm from the top rope with an elbow to the small of the back of Colin Torres. And it's not just the Warzone this man has been seen in, but right now he is excelling more in VRW, locking in the motor lock, trying to force the submission of Colin Torres, but Colin able to find an escape of that submission hold, and Colin Torres, kick to the midsection here. Torres looking for something big here, brainbuster, perhaps no. Austyn Storm able to find an escape there, and again driving the knees to the rib cage of Colin Torres. Colin Torres again, his first match ever in VRW, is back at tenfold inside of a dungeon match. It could have been Colin Torres who walked out of that dungeon match with the plan for gold, but he did not expect the kind of competition that Austyn Storm would provide in that matchup here. But look out, running Liger Bomb! And Colin Torres is no slouch either. It seems that he's finally starting to get an ebb and flow into this matchup here. This time on the outside, will it connect? Yes, Ushigoroshi dropping Storm on the knee of Torres here. And Torres trying to get back into it now, trying to keep the momentum, and he does, off that chop block. That left leg, and speaking of the legs, remember, if you recall what Austyn Storm did to Raymond Page few months ago, taking a sledgehammer repeatedly to the leg of Raymond Page, and we haven't seen Page since. He didn't even make tenfold. Austyn Storm, who would make such vibrant comments about how Page, one of the VRW originals who have yet to amount to anything of worth, much like his peers like Ace Barrett, who he was in the one with. Ace Barrett went on to win a world champion himself, multi-time tag team champion as well. Mason Rex, a multi-time television world champion, tag team champion amongst the American Terror faction, and a show that came up for Austyn Storm. And Colin Torres off the springboard, nails him with a drop kick. And let the list go on a bit further. Jason Thomas, who has a record reign holding the Souls of Every Championship, one of the longest reigns. Second to Cora, cooking a lariat by Austyn Storm. There was very, very deep truth into the statements that Austyn Storm had made way back when about Raymond Page. He is one of the VRW originals who have yet to do anything substantial with his career in VRW. Colin Torres once again with a running Liger Bomb. And right now, Colin Torres is doing a whole lot more than Raymond Page has against Austyn Storm since that attack in his Warzone debut matchup. And Austyn Storm is on the ropes here. Look at the combinations on display from Colin Torres. And the holder of the plan for gold is on the ropes right now. What an impressive win this would be if he is able to knock off Austyn Storm here tonight. And Storm needs to really get back into his matchup here as Colin Torres now a little bit of showboating on the apron. Not going for a springboard there, but all these new warmongers and warmans trying to make a name out for themselves out of the expense of the VRW originals here. Like you saw last week, Mason Rex isn't going to stand for it. Has declared war seemingly against the VRW roster as a whole, perhaps off the head, but Austyn Storm with a Sayo suplex. Now into the cover, but too close to our ropes, but Austyn Storm, as disrespectful as we all know. The ring awareness is there for Austyn Storm, and playing the mind games and trying to beat the respect into Colin Torres. And Austyn Storm from the apron here. Look out! Whoa! Off the slingshot into a lariat. This is it for Colin Torres, who's able to power out at 2. Austyn Storm is no stranger to the game. The man's arsenal improves every time he sets foot in the ring. This is the best Austyn Storm we've seen in quite some time. The man has yet to skip a beat here. Ooh, off the deep elbow from Colin Torres, and Colin once again kicked to the midsection. Off the pump handle again, dropping Austyn Storm across the knee. These two are going back and forth here off the back elbow, and Austyn Storm now trying to come back into this with full force. Now off the springboard into a European uppercut. And now Austyn Storm, ooh, being kicked away once again by Colin Torres. These two are starting to liven things up here. Over the top rope he goes. It's only a matter of time before these two kick this match into a whole other gear. Now Colin Torres trying to keep the former world champion grounded in the hard matted floor off of that suplex. And Austyn Storm is down, and this time dropped again with the forearm, and Colin Torres doing his damnedest to keep Austyn Storm at bay here, and he's doing an excellent job returning once again back to the well, stomping down on the arms and hands of Austyn Storm. And that's going to go into play with cattle mutilation, doing a whole bunch of damage, wrenching at both the arms of Austyn Storm. But even if he taps out on the outside, the match has to conclude pinfall submission inside during a less severe countout. Now Austyn Storm going to send Colin Torres back inside. Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa! Who is that? Is that Paige? Oh man, that's Raven Page! Paige just dropped Austyn Storm in her PG! Paige is back! Referee didn't see a thing! Now paying attention to Colin Torres! Torres now face planting Austyn Storm! Off the assist of Raven Page, and Colin Torres has pinned Austyn Storm!
Here's your winner, Colin Torres.
A monumental victory for Colin Torres to put away Austyn Storm! You have got to give all the credit to Raven Page, who came out of nowhere with an RPG to Austyn Storm! At no point in time did we expect Raven Page to return so soon! And that just set up the recipe for disaster for Austyn Storm, for Colin Torres. Face first into the mat goes Storm, giving him the 1, 2, 3 Raven Page with an ounce of revenge, and it doesn't look like it is here. Months on the shelf due to a knee injury, and now is returning to favor, not with a bat, but with a steel chair instead. And you can see the brace, the knee brace on the right leg that was damaged by Austyn Storm with a sledgehammer. And Page just wearing him with the steel chair. Turnabout's fair play. Raven Page is exacting revenge using the engine link into the C2 engine now. Page getting his comeuppance, sending Storm into that steel chair that was wedged in the corner. And Raven Page surveying the field, looking at the opportunity that's been presented in front of him. Austyn Storm making it back to his feet. Raven Page blasting Austyn Storm with a massive headbutt. Revenge is a dish that's best served cold. But Austyn Storm hasn't had enough yet, and Page once again dropping Austyn Storm with that running headbutt. And is now leaving the holder of the plan for gold high and dry. Oh my God. What the hell is going on back there? That Sawyer, he's going out to Kennedy Reed. What is going on here? Sawyer just assaulting out of nowhere. Kennedy, what the hell did he even do? Is this the start of the war? Are you kidding me? They're going after anybody. Reed just being tossed around by the big man of American Terror, Sawyer. The hell is this man going? Is that a hockey stick? Guess we get creative here. Sawyer just wailing on Reed with a hockey stick.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Kobe, Japan, Cora.
As we try to set our focus back on the action inside the ring, after what we saw what Sawyer did to Kennedy Reed, we now turn our attention to some more in-ring competition. If you remember the post that was sent to Twitter made by the Don, expect to see some brand new faces here in the Warzone. Kosuke Kurosawa, definitely a new face, but it appears that there are some hidden gems that have yet to appear here in the Warzone, and Kosuke Kurosawa is about to test the metal against one of these new faces. Kosuke Kurosawa, who participated in the War Maker tournament, had a second chance, but unfortunately was unable to move on any further past the semifinals.
And his opponent, from Charlotte, North Carolina, Jay Spencer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the technical titan, Jay Spencer, on his in-ring Warzone debut here in the Warzone. Took his time, waited patiently for this grand opportunity to kickstart a new effect career here in VRW. And this man is as energetic and as pumped for this debut as we all are. Kurosawa looking to be the first opponent in this young man's career here. Matchup is now underway, and Kosuke Kurosawa not gonna let this kid go easy. With the brewing war that's seemingly begun by American Terror, This is one of the new faces that are going to look for a victory and shoot for the stars here in VRW, but they need to steer clear off the radar of American Terror and the Undisputed Elite for any new War Maidens we may see appear here tonight. And we see an octopus stretch on. Ooh! Jay Spencer, technical titan as it were. You gotta imagine the submission holds this young man is gonna be locking in here. And the wrestling control that we're obviously gonna see a collegiate background in wrestling, a state champion, even went on to the Olympics to win himself a gold medal in wrestling here. And Jay Spencer about to put on this Olympic style of technical wrestling. Man knows his way among many submission holds, knows all about joint manipulation, as we see here, targeting the right-handed wrist of Kosuke Kurosawa, already picking apart a body part, and now transitioning to the left leg of Kurosawa. Man's plan is to soften up every limb on the body of Kosuke Kurosawa, and it plants him with an enziguri. And once more, the right arm this time as a whole being damaged by Spencer into his first cover in the Warzone, and Kurosawa with a quick kick out. Now Jay Spencer, whole new field of wrestling here, but no slouch to the game as well, has been across the EFES surface, but now is here in the Warzone, one of the most violent places today. Now Kosuke Kurosawa, ooh! Off the jawbreaker. Oh, and a backhand and another one. Now we see the strong style of Kurosawa, but Jay Spencer trying to keep him. Oh, and play out the ace crusher from Kosuke Kurosawa. So quick with it. Now dropping the knee across the face of Jay Spencer here. And Kurosawa, the most flamboyant wrestler in all of VRW. Looking to add a bit of style here. Kick to the midsection. Kurosawa with the most flamboyant DDT. Now lays into the cover off of a grounded Jay Spencer. That kick out already from the newbie, the greenhorn Jay Spencer, and Kurosawa a little bit shaken at ease here. Now, oof. Blasting back with a straight shot, and the kicks, and the strikes, and the strong style of Kosuke Kurosawa off that German suplex. Tried to bridge with the cover, but too close to the ropes, and Jay Spencer had that opportunity awarded to him off the half and half suplex. Jay Spencer now off the middle rope. Oh man, that was a nasty landing to plant that knee on the face of Kosuke Kurosawa. Now turns the man around off the straight jacket German suplex. And this man wants all the smoke here tonight. Not gonna let Kurosawa find any kind of time to rest. Dropping him across the knee off of that backbreaker. And Jay Spencer now off the whiplash neckbreaker on the floor. Referee's count continues to climb here. At 2 right now, sends Kurosawa back inside the ring. Spencer goes into follow, now climbs all the way to the top rope. Jay Spencer off the elbow. Now crawls into the cover, hooks the leg. Shoulders are down on Kurosawa, who was able to get the right shoulder up at 2. Now Kurosawa did a very deafening job in the Warmaker tournament, and now we're about to see why he's called the Technical Titan, locking in an inverted knee bar to Kurosawa, dead center of the ring. Man is flailing, possibly on the verge of tapping out, but Kurosawa with the will and drive to keep pressing. And now the man trying to break the locking. And now finds his way out of the knee bar, but has the damage already been done. This time to the right leg of Kurosawa. And now the Technical Titan Jay Spencer drops down off the leapfrog here. Now with the dragon! German suplex into a cover. Oh! Kurosawa had to go and retreat. Laid the trap, and Spencer took the bait. Got planted with a neckbreaker on the outside. And now, oh! Moved out of the way of the drop kick. Jay Spencer has a few brain cells rocked in. This time returns a drop kick to Kurosawa. As Kurosawa now be sent back inside the ring by Jay Spencer, who then again climbs all the way to the top rope in the high risk district. Drops another elbow to the back of Kurosawa. And now continuing the pressure here by Kurosawa. Now going after his left leg there. Trying to chop him down. And another German suplex by Kurosawa. And Kosuke is done playing around. He's on the comeback train. The first comeback train of 2024. Trips the leg of Jay Spencer. Now goes into the cover. Hooks the leg. Shoulders are down on Spencer's first debut. And he's able to power out at 2. And now another kick to the midsection. Kosuke Kurosawa for a second time in this match. The most flamboyant DDT. Now with the ring awareness, drags Spencer away from the ropes. Goes back into the cover. Shoulders are down. And another kick out by Spencer. But Spencer now, off the jawbreaker. Now from behind, found his way into a sling blade. Now from the top rope, Jay Spencer wants to fly some more. Flies into a crossbody. Into the cover. Shoulders are down. Kurosawa able to power out at 2 again. But Spencer's not done. Has his feet well planted. Waiting for the opportunity. Has him up in the electric chair. And now with this new hold. Oh! Cover again for Spencer's debut. And a kick out again. 2.5. For Kurosawa to wheel through. But Jay Spencer so close. Now again to the top rope. Nails a well frog splash. Cover once again for Jay Spencer's in-ring debut. And he got him.
Body went numb like a minute ago. I can't get a beat on my head to toe.
Now that was an impressive debut for Jay Spencer. Tried to go bell for bell, and the kid did not disappoint. This would be the second flamboyant DDT delivered to Jay Spencer. But Kurosawa took a bit too much time, dragging him away from the ropes. This would have been the end of the matchup here, but that gave Spencer enough time to kick out. And this is where Spencer was able to take over. Was able to get that second gear locked in, dropping Kurosawa down for a very close near fall and another kick out off of that electric chair driver. But then Spencer took to the skies and nailed Kurosawa with a beautiful frog splash. Got him with the 1-2-3 and earned himself a victory in his in-ring debut in the Warzone. Welcome, kid.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Tallahassee, Florida, Madison Miles.
Well, Madison Miles got herself a rebound matchup and is now looking to get herself a victory at some point in time in her career here in the Warzone. After what happened to her last week, she needs this.
And her opponent, from Osaka, Japan, it's Kozuki.
The second latest signing of the VRW Women's Division. This time from the land of the rising sun of Japan. This is Hitomi Kizuki. The door has now been opened. The forbidden door, if you would. We have some more international talent coming into the Warzone left and right. Hitomi is looking to make big moves, big plays here in the VRW Women's Division. Like I said, the war has just begun. In the Warmans and Warmongers, all of VRW going to war. Is the originals versus the new school, but Hitomi Kozuki came from Japan to make a name for herself. This is her in-ring wrestling debut, first time ever in any wrestling company, and she has chosen VRW as her first home. And the EFED circuit matchup is now underway. Hitomi already off the springboard, dropping Madison with a drop kick. And if that is a tone we are going to see throughout this matchup, Hitomi is going to be beautifully bliss in this matchup here. Not taking anything away from Madison Miles, who ran her mouth last week on the names of former Warman champions. And now, ran! Driving the knee into the ribs of Hitomi Kozuki, but Madison Miles did a poor job picking fights with a big fight that bit her. And look out, double rotation moonsault, are you kidding me? Madison, where was this last week, but the shoulder came up? But took a big bite out of a cake that did not belong to her, and the cake bit back. And that cake was Robin Blackstar, who made Madison regret ever picking on Ashley Crow. And Hitomi off the springboard once again, drops her with an elbow. This girl is just so quick to the punch. Gonna be flying all across the ring if she wanted to. Ooh, stepping down on the arm of Hitomi. Madison Miles. Madison, who's been looking for a victory to rebound after last week, trying to get herself on some kind of winning streak if she can. Ooh, off the stitch straight from Hitomi now. Ooh, once again, and now face first into the mat goes Madison. And again, keep in mind, this isn't just her War Maiden's debut in the Warzone. This is her first match ever in any kind of wrestling company. Hitomi Kozuki looking to make big plays in her career. Now off the middle road, tried to go for a frog splash, but Miles able to move out of the way, couldn't capitalize at all. After that, got caught with a hurricanrana, and that will drive Madison to the outside. Hitomi is in pursuit. Now nails her with a moonsault on the hard floor on the outside. Ooh, and stiff kick by Madison, trying to drop the knee on the face, but this time again misses with the enziguri. Madison now gonna send Hitomi back inside the ring. Now in pursuit, trying to pick up a victory here on the expense of a new face here in the Warman's Division. Madison Miles now has her up on the shoulder carry. It drags her all the way from the corner, nails her with some snake eyes. Ooh, got caught with a boot to the face of Hitomi Kozuki now with a DDT dead center of the ring. This is just only some of the... Oh, whoa, man, a claw! A claw's locked in, driving the hand down the throat of Madison Miles. Trying to force her to pass out, but Madison trying to fight through the Fox's hand here. Oh! And Hitomi Kozaki now back at the mercy of Madison Miles. Now wrenching down on the arm, and Hitomi now having to roll to the outside, get some breathing room from Madison Miles, who Madison has her all sized up here. Incoming Bell Roll Tope Kogilo! And this is some of the offense we should have saw from Madison. I guess the intimidation factor of Robin Blackstar is well known amongst the War Maidens. She was the destroyer, is the destroyer of the War Maidens division. Madison Miles can only do so much against an opponent of that caliber in Robin Blackstar. But now has gotten herself a greenhorn to go up against. Now Madison Miles, stepping down on the shoulder plex of Hitomi Kozaki. We saw this last week. This big knee to the jaw. Is this going to put away Kozaki in an in-ring wrestling debut here and a kick out at 2? Madison Miles is not done yet. Now kick to the midsection. Looking for a powerbomb, perhaps. No, Hitomi Kozaki able to counter. Not going to get dropped here. Off to O'Connor. Roll into a double foot stomp. And Madison in retreat this time. Now being the prey of the hunter. Off the kick to the middle. Stiff strike by Madison Miles. Driving the knees into the back and then plants her in a DDT on the outside. And Madison Miles really trying to make the best of this brand new opportunity for herself. Tossing Kozaki back on the inside of the ring. Now looking to fly. Calling Kozaki back to her feet. Looking to go big! Tilt-a-whirl arm drag from the top rope connecting. And now plants herself. Locks herself in on the comeback train. Kozaki now misses wildly, and a big kick to the face. Now off the springboard into a knee. Madison now starting to go all out against Kozaki. And this is the kind of offense that will get you a victory in the war zone. Madison Miles now starting to step her game up a bit. Now back to the standing vertical base here. Off the super kick to the left knee. Back flipping into a German suplex with a bridge. Now the cover. Beautiful bridge by Miles and a kick out by Kozaki. Hitomi now trying to use the ropes to get back. Standing on her own 2 feet. Mrs. Wiley trying to knock her off of the apron. Madison Miles now back inside the ring. Off the springboard. Nails it with another drop kick. And now Kozaki with all the time in the world to come back. That's a whole handful of hair here and a stiff right hand. Now we'll knock some brain cells out of the head of Madison Miles. And now I have no idea what in the... Wait, whoa. Kozaki now going down south. Does that hurt as much for the War Maidens like it would for the Warmongers here? Oh! Not sure what Kozaki was looking for there. Stiff strike by Hitomi Kozaki. Once again, now with a full head of hair again. And Madison Miles not going to be put down too easily. Off the scoop slam. Now with a corkscrew elbow to Kozaki. And now looking to put this matchup away perhaps. Off the super kick. Madison Miles from behind. Shining Wizard. Into the cover. Shores are down on Kozaki. Was able to kick out. Powers out at 2.5. And now remain back to her feet looking to drive. And now Kozaki! I have no idea what I'm going to call that one, but the shoulder came up! Did you see the fear in the eyes of Madison Miles being lifted off of the ground? And Hitomi Kozaki wants to put this matchup away. From the top rope, the rising sun. Kozaki with a win on our wrestling debut.
Here is your winner, Kozaki.
For her first time ever competing in wrestling as a whole, that was a very fun in-ring debut for Hitomi Kozaki. Madison Miles thought that she was going to get one off on the new face of the women's division, but it appeared that that was not going to be the case. As Madison Miles tried big move after big move, but Hitomi Kozaki had them all well scouted towards the end of the matchup here. Off that O'Connor roll, and that double foot stomp into the midsection did so much damage to Miles, it made no effort for Kozaki to pull off this shooting star that she calls the Rising Sun. Hitomi Kozaki has joined the VRW Women's Division. It's only a matter of time before she settles in, and it all matters whether or not she focuses in on the ensuing war. Now, come on. Now we got Darren Troy. Darren Troy from American Terror going after Jay Spencer after the kid just had an impressive in-ring debut. Come on. Call it a war. Call it drawing battle lines if you want to. But this just ain't right.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Into the contest. The team of Blake and Drew Worthless Intent.
Worthless Intent returning to tag team action after the last couple of months we've been away, wants to get back into some kind of winning predicament that will put them in line for a tag team championship opportunity. As we know, is American Strong Style, who currently hold the tag team gold in VRW.
And their opponents, the team of Gustavo and Esteban Guerreros del Sol.
Guerreros del Sol, also known as the Warriors of the Sun. This is Gustavo and Esteban, a brand new tag team here in VRW. Both hailing from Puerto Rican and Brazilian descent. These two are looking to make headway here in the tag team division. Another set of brand new faces here in the war zone. It appears that the war is starting to draw battle lines, especially with the slew of new faces that we have been exposed to since the return. And here we go. Matchup is now underway. Dan starting things off against Esteban of Guerreros del Sol. And Esteban kicking things off with a whole lot of flair here. Not even giving Dan any time to get up. This tag team match in early goings, and Esteban very impressive in his in-ring wrestling debut as well here. And the veteran Dan Fenwick planting him with a neckbreaker, making the tag to Drew Fenwick, the older brother. And obviously the powerhouse of Worthless Intent, dropping that double axe handle, quickly going into the cover, and an already great ring presence made well known by Esteban, grabbing the bottom rope. And Drew Fenwick obviously wanting to overpower Guerreros del Sol, as small as they are compared to size. Tag was made to Dan Fenwick after he hopped over the top rope here, off the back elbow. Gustavo tried to reach his hand out for the tag, but Esteban looking to hold down the fort here, off the quick cover there, and Drew Fenwick making a save. And now him and Gustavo locking things up here. Gustavo being tossed over the top rope. German suplex by Esteban. And now Esteban again with some high explosive offense here off the Hurricanrana. And now off the strict cut strikes here. These stiff kicks by Esteban. And now blasting him with a roundhouse kick. Now up on the top rope, Esteban with an elbow. Now turns his attention on the sights of Drew Fenwick, allowing Dan to make the tag. And now Drew off the side step, now overpowering Esteban, locking in both of the arms. Look at the power on display, butterfly suplex. That is the stalling strength of Drew Fenwick of Worthless Intent. Not going to allow Esteban to make the tag, but Esteban being blasted with an elbow and a takedown by Fenwick. Now the Fenwick brothers have been a part of the tag team division here in VRW for over a year, but have never been able to climb the proverbial ladder of our tag team division here in VRW. But now they got some new faces. Gonna take the match. The root tag was made to Gustavo. Tried to kick him there, but Drew Fenwick able to have it well scouted here. And BAM! Off the power slam by Drew Fenwick, and Gustavo now being planted and laid out. Now locked in submission. Single knee camel clutch here. And Esteban making a save. Now from behind Drew. Ooh! Not going to allow Esteban to get out so quickly there. Now turns his attention back on to Gustavo. And now Gustavo being tossed into the corner there. And Drew now blasting him face first into that top turnbuckle. Not going to make the tag anytime soon to Dan. Over that stiff forearm. And now choking the life out of Gustavo from the corner here. A little unorthodox, to say the least, for Worthless Intent standards. Now crawls into the cover, hooks a leg, and there's Gustavo Sorry, Esteban to make the save. Gustavo and Esteban, twin brothers. Ooh. Who have decided to become a tag team and travel the globe, and they decided to come to VRW as a first round stop. And Gustavo now hoisting Drew on the top rope here. Hurricane, making Drew fly towards the center of the ring. That's the spawn, still dazed there. Gustavo is holding down the fort. And now, ooh, blasting Gustavo with a stiff elbow there. Gustavo now, beautiful suplex. Now turns his attention a little bit to Dan, trying to avoid Drew tagging out here. Esteban finally back on the apron here. Gustavo now has Drew Fenwick in the center of the ring, targeting some body parts there, stepping down on the elbow. Now, divide and conquer. Esteban has his hands on Drew. Ooh, and a drop kick to Dan. And now look at the styling flair of Gustavo Guerrero's del Sol. Holding down the ring now off the clothesline. Over the top rope goes Fenwick. And Gustavo now in pursuit. As the referee begins to count after being reset by Gustavo, going to the outside, wrenching the legs of Drew Fenwick. Now going to toss him back inside the ring. And Gustavo trying to get the VRW to rise behind him. Now going to climb all the way to the top rope. Gustavo looking to fly and plants a drop kick to the chest of Drew Fenwick. Tag me to Dan. And Gustavo not going to leave the ring. Going to hold his ground here. Now looking for full Nelson corkscrew into a face buster. Great counter, if you want to call it that, by Dan Fenwick. Now driving these elbows into ribs in midsection of Gustavo. And now, jumping heel kick by Dan Fenwick. Now stepping down on the left leg, left ankle, if you would, of Gustavo. And now has him up on his shoulders here, rolling into the Death Valley Driver. But Fenwick not going to go for the cover, wants to do a bit more damage to the debuting Gustavo. Face first in that top turnbuckle, now making the tag once again to Drew Fenwick here. Tag team continuity of Worthless Intent. And now it's Drew who has him up on his shoulders here. Gustavo able to slide through. Now, catching Fenwick off a springboard stunner. And Dan breaking up the pin, saving his brother. Late noticing this, we got ourselves a brother on brother tag team matchup here. As Worthless Intent, we just now tuning in, going up against Guerrero's del Sol. And there's a tag made to Esteban. And a beautiful drop kick. Doesn't drop Fenwick, however. But he's got the man dazed. And we are returning to these stiff kicks of Esteban. Now winding it up. Beautiful roundhouse kick by Esteban. Now calling him. Look out, double stomp to the back of the head and neck. Did you see the elevation of that one? And Dan breaking up the pin. Gustavo was ready to take the dive if Dan had gone back to his apron. Now making a tag back to Gustavo. Both members of Guerrero del Sol keeping an eye on Dan. Off the super kick. And another one to the back of the dome. Doing more damage to the head and neck. 2 count. And a save by Dan Fenwick. Guerrero del Sol almost sneaking away with a victory here. Drew has got this matchup. No longer in his favor. And a drop kick. Both of the Fenwicks are down. Gustavo taking a fight to both of the brothers here. And now locking in a triangle armbar submission. Dan is down and Drew is left to fend for himself. Despite the submission hold being locked in, he can't tap out and have the victory given to Guerreros del Sol. But look at the power! Drew Fenwick slamming Gustavo onto the ground. Now gonna toss it back inside the ring. The only way a pinfall submission can count for Worthless Intent. Gustavo making a tag to Esteban. Now Esteban, off the arm wrench into the drop kick. Now looking to springboard his way back inside the ring. Fenwick's able to get back to, some kind of vertical base here. Kick to the midsection. Off the double underhook. Drew Fenwick with a tornado suplex. Now goes into the cover. Shoulders down on Esteban, who was barely able to get the left shoulder up at 2.5. We are getting some tag team wrestling chance here. High angle Uranagi slam. But Drew was not going for the cover there. He could have gone for the cover, earned himself a victory for Worthless Intent, but instead making a tag to Dan Fenwick. Back to the tag team continuity. High back body drop. And this is about showing the dominance of being somewhat of an original member of VRW. However, Worthless Intent, not one of the ones who started VRW. You could consider them a VRW veteran in the game. Esteban going all around the world, locking in Armbar. Armbar is locked in, but Fenwick able to find his escape. Now gonna toss him back inside the ring. Now turns his attention to Gustavo. Off the discus knee, and Esteban turns his attention to Drew Fenwick. Stunner on the middle rope. Dropping the big brother. And a stiff drop kick to Dan. Esteban back in control. Pele kick. This man is fast on his feet. There's no doubt about that. Tossing him over his shoulder into that belly to belly. And Dan Fenwick, full head of steam! Driving a knee into the side of the face of Esteban. Now into the cover, but Gustavo from behind. Saving his brother, saving the matchup. And now Esteban, having his hand stomped out by Dan Fenwick. And an elbow square in the chest. Worthless Intent really looking for that victory now. The competition is starting to stiffen up in VRW's tag team divisions all around. All these tag team matches coming left and right. Everyone looking to show out the tag team division this year. Planting him face first. Now crawls into the cover. Hooks the leg. Shoulders are down. Gustavo making a save for his partner again. Dan, I forward. Drill now. Should have kept his eye on Esteban, who's now looking to take advantage of the scenario here. Bob and weave, ducks underneath. Pele kick, that was beautiful. Holy crap. Now making a tag to Gustavo. An illegal member of Guerreros del Sol has him up on his shoulders here. Plants him down with a Death Valley driver. Now into the cover. Hooks the leg. But Drew's ring awareness is showing. That is why he's one of the VRW vets. Side steps. A lariat by Dan. Dropping Gustavo, giving Drew the edge. And goes after Esteban once again, and Dan attacking Gustavo on the outside. Esteban is dazed. Tag being made to Dan Fenwick again. As Dan now taking the fight to Gustavo here, trying to get him back into a rolling Death Valley driver situation, but Gustavo wrenching away, fighting back, body blows to Dan Fenwick. Stiff kick to the left leg. Oh! Stiff roundhouse kick. Turns it into a spear fly. And now turns his attention to Drew Fenwick. Now looking to fly on the outside. Gustavo with a Shining Star press. All the way to the outside. The impact. Could this spell disaster for worthless intent? Crossbody to the lower back. And now Gustavo trying to go for it again here. Got blasted with a forearm strike. Kick to the midsection of whoa. Super kick again. Now for the grounded position. German suplex with the bridge. Shoulders it down. Guerreros del Sol with their in-ring wrestling victory. That was a beautiful combination from Gustavo there towards the end there. And this is the scene of our tag team division elevating. This year is definitely going to be that for the tag team division all across the RW. Gustavo and Esteban really showed their stuff here tonight. Double super kick following up with a bridge combo from the German suplex, dropping Fenwick on the back of his head and neck. New faces taking down some VRW veterans is not going to sit well if you're American Terror, but forget about them for now. Acknowledge the fact that Guerreros del Sol, Esteban, and Gustavo have won their in-ring debut.
Representing the smile, Sebastian Shaw.
Both Jacoby and Davidson have already had their in-ring debuts as a tag team. Unfortunately, it did not go well. They picked up a loss. But now it is Sebastian Shaw, the leader of the Smile, who is looking for his in-ring debut. And this came about taunting, if you would, Diamond Era, and how Diamond has been coordinating a whole new system backstage. She has found herself a disciple trying to recruit Kennedy Reed, who didn't listen to reason, and Sebastian Shaw wants to fight this new disciple.
And his opponent, accompanied to the ring by Diamond
Did I just hear that right? Bram Goodwin is the disciple of Diamond Era. I know the man has had a whole lot of ridicule since his arrival in VRW, but Bram Goodwin is a disciple? Well, nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what Diamond Era has accomplished with the progression of Bram Goodwin. It appears as though he really is a disciple of Diamond Era, someone who's actually listened to the words and guidance. I'm just as confused as the rest of you guys. Look at the man. His man looks entirely brand new. Look at this is the new Bram Goodwin, already going right at it against Sebastian Shaw, who was able to sidestep momentarily there, misses wildly with that springboard moonsault. And Sebastian Shaw, the leader of the Smile, wants to dash the hopes of this new project being put on by Diamond Era. You saw Diamond Era the first time she was trying to spread her guidance across the Warman's division. Off the back suplex with a bridge cover, and Bram able to kick out at 2, rolls out quickly. Diamond tried to persuade and confide in Dallas Cole and Maggie Morgan of Absolution, talking to them about how they should conduct themselves in the Warman's division. But at that time, Dallas Cole and Maggie Morgan had failed to advance within the War Maker tournament, but then went on to tenfold and won the tag team championships. And on that same night, Diamond Era had her in-ring debut as well, getting off a victory over JVD. But if you'd ask Diamond Era now about what she tried to get involved with Dallas Cole and Maggie Morgan, she is now scoffed at the fact that they have lost the tag team championships to the Atomic Blondes, but has no time to give them any kind of words of adulation. Now has to focus her attention on Bram Goodwin, whose progress is clearly being shown right now, and his re-emerges here in a war zone against Sebastian Shaw. And what a drop kick! Nailing him in the chest of the shooting star. It's an entirely different Bram Goodwin, a whole new style. I think the man's lost a few pounds as well, and this arsenal is just insane right now. Diamond Era was trying to recruit Kennedy Reed, get him involved in whatever transformation has undergone with Bram Goodwin. And Bram has his whole sighted target, ramming straight into Sebastian Shaw. But the referee not paying attention to that cover. Davison Fish mouthing off to the referee. Now she pays attention. Shoulders are down. And Sebastian Shaw grabbing the bottom rope. Obviously, the members of the Smile are not going to play this matchup fairly at all. Now with the Dragon Whip by Sebastian and dropping the elbow on the lower back of Bram. And Bram Goodwin now. Oh, the Superman punch! Cover again. Shoulders are down. Shoulder came up for Sebastian. Bram Goodwin, who did not do all too well in the War Maker tournament, did not advance far enough as he would very much like to. Ramming himself once again into Sebastian Shaw. Shoulders are down. Hook to the leg. Kick out. And Sebastian quickly making it back to his feet. Bram Goodwin off the floor of offense. Now with the Russian leg sweep. Dropping Shaw. And there you see at the top of your corner of the screen here, Davison Fish sliding in a chair. Bram saw that, but moved. Sebastian moved out of the way. And Sebastian Shaw now taking advantage of a blinded Bram Goodwin, blinded to the antics being put on by the Smile. Diamond Era just watching on, taking notes of what improvements that Bram's going to need after this matchup. Whatever she has done to help Bram Goodwin improve in the ring like he is now. Needs to obviously work on some tweaks. Bram Goodwin being a bit more flashy than he ought to be. But Diamond Era now just watching this blissfully, seeing the progress unfold before her very eyes of her disciple, Bram Goodwin. Out the stiff kicks now. And a drop in the elbow again. This repeated offense of Bram Goodwin on full disclosure. There you see, oh, hey. Jacob is saving, getting a closer look at what's going on here. And Sebastian Shaw trying to fight back. And now dropped him down on the back of his head and neck. Out the dragon suplex. Ooh. Stepping down on the back of the head and neck. And driving the knee this time. Now Sebastian Shaw. Ooh. Got caught, however. Ooh. Shot to the midsection. Back of the elbow with the, again. I'm trying to rock the mind of Bram Goodwin. I'm still trying to wrap my mind around the fact that Bram Goodwin is the disciple of Diamond Era. Someone who has been talking and talking and talking, trying to get people to see the world she is a part of here. Sebastian Shaw on the comeback train. There's a lariat. And now, ooh, rolled out of the way here. Superman punch! But again, the distraction from Davison finishing from behind, a lariat to the back of the head and neck. And Sebastian Shaw now going to take advantage. Shaw now locking in, sharpshooter submission hold applied. And Bram Goodwin does not want to disappoint Diamond Era in this predicament that he's in. If he taps out, that might shatter the relationship between he and Era. And found his way out of the submission and drops him with a lariat. And now it's Diamond Era running her mouth. But look at Davison Fish again. Era trying to call out the interference from the smile. And the referee is not paying attention. Now Sebastian Shaw, Dragon Sleeper as he's hoisting up Goodwin and dropping him down. Literally choking the life out of him into the cover. Death into the ring. Bram Goodwin able to power out of two. And Goodwin now starting to see a little bit of red here. Crossface is applied now, reaching back heavily now. But Bram Goodwin able to find an escape. Goodwin now off the tilt-a-whirl into a hurricanrana. And Goodwin with a enziguri. Dropping Sebastian Shaw, and once again Davison Fish, this time up on the apron with the distraction. And now from behind, oh man! Stiff enziguri to the face. And Bram Goodwin once again gonna ram himself into Sebastian Shaw. But again, Davison Fish talking the head off of the referee. Ref goes in for the cover. Bram Goodwin got the victory anyway. Well, above all the distractions put on by the smile, I think Diamond Era has just put on a good case if she's still trying to persuade Candy Reed of joining Bram Goodwin amongst the disciples. And Bram Goodwin, with a few mishaps here and there throughout the matchup, was still able to pull this off for the third time. And even with Davison Fish running the head off of the referee, was still able to score the 1, 2, 3. Bram Goodwin reinvented before our very eyes. Oh, come on, again with this! American Terror back on their brawling spree back here. They've been assaulting people all night. But now there's Big Tito in the clutches of Sawyer. And now Bobby Bassick, this is New Dawn. New Dawn now being the victims of American Terror. That's Darren Troy trying to toss a roll. No! Breaking the railing off. And Sawyer just doing so much damage to Big Tito off the elbow again. This is just completely uncalled for. American Terror. Whoa, 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 whoa! Troy, what are you doing? Troy, where you go? Troy, you go! No, no! This is taking it too far. This is just taking it way too far. Stop! Stop!
The following contest is a tag team frenzy match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of Diana Cruz and Ava Carzali.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, last week it was Ivy Lopez and Cora Lee that put these two teams that are going to have ourselves a rematch here tonight and a matchup with some implications that went towards those two individuals, but it seems as though these two tag teams are now taking this under their own oath, and they have called for a rematch here, seductively by Ava to JVD, when it would be Andy who would come in for the save, trying to get her out of this scenario.
And their opponents, your team of GVD and Andy.
It had to have been an uncomfortable situation for JVD. First, almost baited in by the charm of Ava Carzali, only to be manhandled by Diana Cruz, who aggressively tried to force JVD into this scenario to begin with. Had it been for Andy Jaden showing up when she did, now we have ourselves an official tag team matchup, but with different implications here. They aren't going to be tagged in this matchup. This is going to be a tag team frenzy match where all four competitors will be in the ring at the same time. A little bit differently from what they did last week, but regardless, they're trying to sell things here. And it will be Diana Cruz and Ava Carzali who have baited Andy Jaden and JVD into this rematch, trying to get a win back in their own winning ways here off of their debut back at Tenfold. And Ava Carzali already locking in a knee bar, trying to force Jaden to tap out. JVD going after Diana Cruz, tossing her over the top rope, and now turns their focus onto Ava Carzali off of the reverse famouser. And now a beautiful corkscrew senton by Andy Jaden, going quickly for a cover here, and Diana making a save. And this is the chaotic thing about tag team frenzy matches here. The necessity of having in and out tags would keep away from this constant carnage that we're going to be seeing throughout this matchup here. The discombobulation you're going to be feeling, trying to keep up with the action all across the ring here. Like what's going on right now with Ava Carzali and Andy Jaden overpowering her. The seductive enchantress that is Ava Carzali, just showing off her feminine charm as she's picking apart Andy Jaden. Quick kick out at 2 for JVD on the inside. Ava Carzali is now just taking it to Andy Jaden. And here you see the violent nature spewing within. Diana Cruz now to the cover. Hook the leg. Shoulders are down. JVD again kicking out at 2. Here we see Ava Carzali just showing off her strength against Andy Jaden. And look out, Diana Cruz nailing JVD off of that corkscrew tope con hilo. And Diana Cruz off the spinning roundhouse cover right now, and JVD making a save for Andy. The skiff kick delivered, and an enziguri by Ava. And Diana Cruz now setting her sight on Andy Jaden. Ava Quetzali from behind has JVD up on her shoulders, drops her with a backbreaker. The sky serpent backbreaker into the cover, but JVD grabbing onto the bottom rope, saving herself in the matchup. As Andy Jaden got caught by combinations now. Oh, sunset flip powerbomb by Quetzali. And look out! Great combination. Oh, planting the face of JVD. This is how chaotic this matchup is going to go from here on out. Now a bear hug applied by Diana Cruz, trying to squeeze the life out of Andy Jaden. Submission applied. Jaden now, however, trying to break free off the elbow. Down from behind. Whoa! JVD with a drop kick out of nowhere. Wasn't paying attention. Covered by Andy Jaden. Shoulders are down and a power out. And JVD now going to keep Diana Cruz grounded. Stiff drop kick, but rolls to the outside of the ring. Now getting some breathing space here. And JVD about to go for a ride with the crucifix bomb! Cruz now into the cover! Shoulders are down! And once again, JVD having to grab onto the bottom rope, saving herself and the matchup. JVD has been the target of a whole lot of assault by this duo of Eva and Diana Cruz. And again, Diana to the outside! That is insane! Able to nail her like that. Ava Quetzali! Inverted Phoenix Splash! Now into the cover! Shoulders are down, beautiful style! But unfortunately, still having to press on in this match. That's a seductive icon that she is proving herself to be. Quetzali, ooh! Shot to the midsection. Quetzali has obviously gotten so much better with her in-ring style. Just the ebb and flow that's going on here. Float over into the DDT. Now the long blow by Andy Jaden. Both Warriors are down inside the ring. JVD and Diana Cruz battling out right in front of the VRW Riots, overpowering JVD. And Andy off the snapmare takedown, spinning tornado enziguri. Into the cover now. Hooks the leg. Shoulders are down. Shoulder came up for Ava Quetzali. And a chop block by Diana Cruz on the outside. After last week, Diana and Ava have gotten a better understanding of the style of JVD and Andy Jaden. Andy with the moonsault! The same moonsault that got them the victory last week. Shoulders are down with the leg and a power out at 2. But now Diana has her focus, has her attention on Andy Jaden. Andy trying to battle back, trying to hold down the floor, waiting for JVD to get back into this match. A phone over DDT. And Ava Quetzali with a tope con hilo. And Diana Cruz again! Look at what's going on in this match! Ava and Diana trying to go high risk after high risk, and they are paying off! Proving that they are not the only high flyers in this matchup. Going toe for toe, at least air miles against JVD and Andy Jaden, who are struggling to keep up with these two now. And Andy Jaden now off the sling blade into the drop kick. And look at Ava Quetzali just woman handling JVD in only the way that she can. Now turning her inside and out here. Has her up on the shoulders once again. Burning hammer! And Ava Quetzali is just continuing to show off her appeal. And a knee that drives JVD out the ring. And now the small statures of JVD and Andy are going against them in this matchup here. Speed ain't all it cracked out to be in this match. And now Ava, got caught with a shot to the midsection. Roundhouse connecting to both her and Diana. And Diana from behind got caught with an elbow. And now dropped with a snapmare. Tornado into Curry. Covered by Andy Jaden. Shoulders are down. Shoulder came up by Diana. And Ava Quetzali meeting Diana back inside the ring. And JVD catching her dragon screw. And Andy Jaden off the straight combination turns out into a Falcon's arrow. Springboard to JVD. And now turns her attention to Andy Jaden. Now at the takedown. Wrenching away with the headlock. Trying to give Diana Cruz some time as she holds down the fort inside the ring. Ava Quetzali now going for the cover. JVD having to make the save. Now Ava Quetzali has her up on her shoulders once again, trying to go for that backstabber. But able to fight out was JVD. Now stuck in between a rock and a hard place. JVD off the springboard into the kick. Taking down Diana. And there's a spinning roundhouse by Ava. And got a little distracted there by Ava Quetzali. Truly bringing sex appeal into her arsenal. Tried to catch Andy with a spinning roundhouse. Didn't get all of it, however. Oh! Double freedom. Trying to find an escape of both Diana and Ava here. Now the bulldog by Andy. But Ava catching her slipper here. And now Andy able to use that skill, that speed and athleticism to her advantage there. Kick to the midsection. Face first goes Quetzali. And Diana Cruz going straight after JVD. Andy Jaden, however, inside the ring. It's a good to Quetzali. The power on the JVD on the barricade. Cover. And there's Diana to make the save. It's like these two are anticipating each other's move. These two teams know exactly what they need to know after their one encounter from last week. And now, sunset flip powerbomb to Diana. And Ava got caught slipping this time, however. Toss into the corner. Moved out of the way at the body splash. And, oh, man! Double foot stomp to Andy. And JVD now got caught. No! Combinations this time got caught, but found an escape. Now trying to go for the top rope, but Ava Quetzali has her caught. Sherry covered now by Ava. Made the save goes Andy. But now stuck in between both she up on the shoulders. Sky Serpent backbreaker. Now on the cover. Shoulders are down. Hook to the leg. Andy able to power out at two. These two teams going blow for blow. Now looking for the crucifix bomb. Got caught with a roundhouse hammer. Rolled by Andy. But the ref is paying attention to Ava. And they got the victory.
Here are your winners, Ava Quetzali and Diana Cruz.
Ladies and gentlemen, tag team wrestling has been stepping up a notch since our return from the original hiatus. Ava Quetzali and Diana Cruz putting everything high risk, never going broke against the team of JVD and Andy Jaden. Both of these two teams were going back and forth at the counters, back and forth and staying on top of the offense all throughout this matchup. It really could have gone either way. There was literally no disadvantage either team had. They had speed, they had power, they had athleticism, and they were just showing it off back and forth all over this matchup. It just came over out down to timing. We were so focused on the crucifix bomb, we weren't paying attention to what was going on behind those two. The double roundhouse kick by Ava Quetzali dropping JVD, and they walk away with a victory.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Chicago, Illinois, she is the VRW Valor champion, Cora.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the return of the brand new Gift of Valor champion Cora Lee. She picked up this championship back a couple months ago at tenfold, battling against the likes of Nero Helms, Lexi Moniz, and Jada Storm, a former Gift of Valor champion in her own right. Cora Lee, one of the new faces to join the VRW Warzone roster, and has walked away with that very Gift of Valor championship, prestigious thanks to the hands of people like Jada Storm, Suki, many who have won that championship, now adding the name Cora Lee to the list of holders of that prestigious championship. Still relatively new to the Warzone roster to have that very championship, but here comes someone who has the power to take championships at a moment's notice. Ivy Lopez also victorious in her match at tenfold back in October. She, however, was involved in a dungeon match against 5 other VRW Warmaidens, one including that of a Warmaidens champion formerly, and Ashley Crow. But among that the other fray, where brand new VRW War Maidens in her own right, but Ivy Lopez ultimately walked out with the plan for gold. Much like Austyn Storm, at any point in time, she can cash in for a championship match of her own choosing, and that moment is going to be vital in the career of Ivy Lopez, who is a new face amongst the War Maidens. But it's about how we got to this matchup. It came from a bet made by these two last week at the expense of the tag teams of Andy Jaden, JVD, and Ava Quetzali and Diana Cruz. If Diana Cruz, and Ava Quetzali had won, Ivy Lopez would be in this matchup fighting for the Gift of Valor Championship. But because Andy and JVD won, Cora just wanted to put the hands on Ivy Lopez, as she is doing right now, locked in with this submission hold, this awkward Argentine torture rack maneuver, and Ivy Lopez with the takedown already. One would think that Ivy Lopez is just waiting for an opportunity to take the VRW War Maidens Championship off of the hands of the brand new champion, Sammy Stone, for the first time ever holding a championship, let alone the War Maidens Championship of all things, for her first championship in VRW. A monumental achievement for Sammy Stone here in VRW. Like I said, it's the power of the plan for gold. At any point in time, anyone can cash in that briefcase and earn themselves a championship match on the spot. Could work for any championship in VRW in your respective divisions. And Cora, out the beautiful sidestep by Ivy Lopez, off the back suplex into a Uranagi. Cora tried to roll into a lung blower, but got caught with a drum kick by Ivy Lopez, who hit nothing but the mat on the outside. That shell shock has got it hit rough here. And I once again tried, but Cora Lee grabbing onto that top rope as Ivy was coming down at the tope. And Lopez going for a ride, double arm brainbuster by Cora Lee, the Gift of Valor champion. Now tossing Lopez back inside the ring. Cora Lee surveying the field up on the top rope. Cora looking to fly into an elbow to the back of Lopez. Now into the cover, turns her over, hook to the leg, shoulders are down. Lopez forcing herself to power out at 2. All the damage has been done to the back of Ivy Lopez. All due to the cunning of the Get the Valor champion, Cora Lee. And now both of these War Maidens have been through battles already in their early careers here in VRW, thanks to Tenfold's experience. Cora Lee involved in that dangerous frenzy match amongst the likes of Jada Storm, Lexi Moniz, and Nero Helms. They all beat the absolute hell out of each other, but unlike the dungeon match that Ivy Lopez was stuck in with Andy Jaden, Diana Cruz, Ava Quetzali, Ashley Crow, among others, and Ivy Lopez was able to survive all 5 of them. Now dropping the champion with a brain buster, and Ivy Lopez not being shy on how she feels about her opponent here tonight. Upset at the fact that this isn't for the Gift of Valor Championship. Trying to go for the 054. And man, Cora Lee just overpowering Ivy Lopez. Should be the other way around. The size difference is very apparent. And Cora Lee is just woman handling Ivy Lopez. And Cora sizing up Lopez. And coming PK, trying to go for a PK, but Ivy Lopez able to counter into a spin out Uranagi. Now into the cover, shoulders are down, power out by Cora. And out, boom! Drop kick to the back of the dome. And Ivy Lopez now just taunting Cora Lee at this point. Now, blasting her with the face here into the neck breaker. Ivy Lopez just toying with Cora Lee. Ooh! Stomping on the back of the head and neck on the floor on the outside. As once again, Ivy Lopez just stomping down on the back of the head and neck again. No love lost for the brand new Gift of Valor champion. She's trying to battle out right in front of VRW Riots. Kick to the midsection. Cora Lee now off some more power on display. Dropping Lopez on the back of her knee. Now tossing her back inside the ring. Cora Lee trying to take advantage of the opportunity presented to her. Lopez now dazed. Lopez is grounded. Now crossing over the legs with the clover leaf and driving the knees into the back. Not sure we got damage more of the back of the knees of Ivy Lopez as Cora Lee continues the onslaught. This unbridled wrath of the Get the Valor champion. Cora Lee now just stalking Ivy Lopez as prey that she is. Now the striking combinations off the roundhouse kick into a Spanish fly. Into the cover, straightway, hook to the leg, shoulder came out for Ivy Lopez at 2.5. These two are in a battle right now as Ivy Lopez now kicks away the Gift of Valor champion Cora Lee. Stepping down on her once again, just so much damage being done to the back of the head and neck. Off of these stomps into a springboard into Corey. This onslaught just continues from Cora Lee. Again dropping Lopez on the back of her head and neck across the knee. Now from the top rope. Cora looking to fly. Tightrope into a drop kick. And it just doesn't stop. Look at Cora go! Sit out power bomb with the cover. Shoulders are down. Kick out by Lopez. And Lopez is just rocked at this point. Incoming Cora Lee. Ooh! Blast with the back of her neck. Super kick didn't get all of it, but turns her around. Kick to the midsection again. Ivy Lopez trying to put this matchup away. Kudos to Cora Lee. Now into the cover. Off the glamour bomb. Kick out by Cora. And Cora Lee rolls to the outside of the ring. So much damage done to the head. And neck this time it finally connects. Tope Corhilo. And Ivy Lopez is taking back control of this matchup here. And those kicks. Unprotected kicks to the face of Cora Lee. And now Lopez is back in control just like that. Just imagine so much damage is being done to Cora Lee. Ivy Lopez cashing in the plan for gold. Oh! Moved out of the way of the drop kick. Flips her a bird. And now she's going to pay for it. Off the takedown. This is how she won to get the Valor Championship. There's the lariat. Now the cover. Come on, ref. 1, 2, kick out. That ref needs to go. The ref needs to go. That ref needs to go. The hesitation. And now a spinning roundhouse kick by Cora Lee. Now dragging Lopez away from the bottom rope into the cover. Hook to the leg. Shoulders are down. Ivy Lopez again. Able to power out at 2. The VRW Riots getting so much out of this main event matchup. Hook to leg again. Shoulders are down. Lopez powering out once more. But will it be the last time as Cora Lee is punching herself into a whole new gear from the top rope? Wants to fly again. Cora Lee off that tightrope drop kick incoming. Ivy able to sidestep out the way. Kick to the midsection. Snaps into a DDT with so much force. And as Ivy Lopez is taking control back into this matchup here. Cora is shocked and dazed, has her up again, and hits her with another glamour bomb! Into the cover once again! Up to the leg! Shoulders up down! Cora is able to kick out at 2.5! Ivy Lopez is beside herself. Off of 2 glamour bombs, it is not enough to put away Cora Lee. As Cora now off the springboard into Gory again! Cover once again! Up to the leg! Back and forth! Covers and a kick out by Ivy Lopez! 2 of the newest faces of the War Meters division trying to elevate themselves to new heights. These 2 are going to beat the ever-living hell out of each other. If Ivy Lopez is able to steal a victory off of Cora Lee, that would put her in the running for a Gift of Valor Championship opportunity! But not if she's doing stuff like that! And Cora has it well scouted! That's the 3rd time she has hit the ground so hard off of that failed Tope Kohilo. And Cora Lee, just a shock and awe factor. And now, quickly kicking away Cora Lee from behind here. Oh man! Off of the discus boot! But Cora able to bounce back quickly. Ivy Lopez crawling to the bottom, strong in the rib! And the Meteora, double knees to Ivy Lopez. And now dropping the knee across the face. Top of the dome by Cora. Now Lopez making it back to her feet, but got hooked and dropped by Cora Lee. Back to this aggression. And now repeatedly dropping the elbow across the left leg of Ivy Lopez. Cora Lee, all she wanted last week was to put the hands on Ivy Lopez. And now she's putting the feet to the back. And could this be the end? She looked for it before, looking for a PK! Penalty kick by Cora Lee! Cover! Shoulders are down! Cora Lee with a well-earned victory!
Here is your winner, the VRW Gift of Valor Champion, Cora Lee!
This was a battle. This was an absolute battle between these 2 future world champions in Cora Lee and Ivy Lopez. Big move after big move. These 2 were trying to go for broke throughout this entire matchup. But for Ivy Lopez, who was targeting the head and neck of Cora Lee for majority of this matchup, there you will see the first of 2 glamour bombs that would not be able to put Cora away here in his time. But it was seriously a back and forth pendulum swing affair between champion and plan for gold holder. These 2 are really putting on a show for the VRW Riots. And here we would see the second glamour bomb from Ivy Lopez, trying to give Cora Lee a concussion. But once again, the Gift of Valor champion was able to power her out, and that was when desperation set in for Ivy Lopez, trying to figure out what to do. But instead, she got caught with a penalty kick from Cora Lee, granting her the 1-2-3. Cora Lee is on the rise as the Gift of Valor champion.
please welcome Darren Troy, the VRW Warzone champion Mason Wentz, American Terror!
All throughout the night, we have seen Sawyer and Darren Troy absolutely decimate some of the newer faces amongst the warmongers backstage, and no one has been able to do anything about it. American Terror last week declared war upon the entirety of the Warzone locker room, and so far they have held so true to their statements thus far. And if you think that these three haven't changed a bit, just look at their demeanor now. These three look like an absolute unit that you do not want to stifle. American Terror has undergone a transformation that no one was expecting at all. And it appears as though American Terror is about to stand face to face with their fellow American counterparts that so many like to joke and confuse the two factions. American Strong Style has one distinction, and they are holding the VRW Warzone Tag Team Championships. Evan Wilder and Chase Collins were responsible for bringing the Tag Team Championships into the arms of American Strong Style, and it appears that the hands are about to start flying around in the war zone. Can you see the battle lines being drawn in the sand? And the battle is going to be enhanced now with the presence of the Broken Kingdom. We heard earlier in the night that they were going to deal with the business at hand, and that is settling the war already being waged by American Terror. And now AJ Graves and Ace Barrett are stepping into a battlefield. Oh no! He's actually here! Cora is back in the Warzone! We saw his presence back at tenfold, and now he is back home, where he belongs! What a way to start the new year! Everyone is standing on business tonight. All hail the king of the Warzone, Jason Thomas. Drawing battle lines is an understatement. We'll be in the generals of the war. No one is being excluded from this equation. You are killing me! Brandon Ice is back! You hear the anthem, you see who we're dealing with! Michael Cora, the Charm City Kings have returned! If you want to talk about VRW Originals, VRW Veterans, an ensemble is here right now. It's all about standing on business. It's all about standing on top of the mountaintop. The Broken Kingdom, the Charm City Kings, the Red Dawn Quran Cook, the King of the Warzone, American Strong Style, American Terror. 2024 is the absolute year of violence.